Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Chaos Crew. Let's get right to some freaking recap. Um, Last
Oh,
time,
wait.
the crew, the crew went down back into Undermountain in search of a fountain of youth that might be able to restore Solaris, who got aged up by a ghost, as well as her fiance Renair, who I forgot to say came with them last time, so he's here now. But
He's napping in the back of the boat.
that sounds like Renair, actually. Yeah. Um, and they came across as they were sailing up the river. They came across an island, sort of in the middle, with a white castle on it. Explored, found out that evidently it had at some point been the home of someone named Spite the Mighty, as well as Kumar, who might be related to Kurayami. I also found a bunch of traps in there, including stinking clouds, a rug of smothering, a mirror of life trapping, a door that like sucked out Patience's life force. You know, a lot of stuff. Um, and they also found a werewolf who they cured after he bit Sunspot. So yeah, that's where we left off. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. You guys were talking to the werewolf Byron last time. So I'm just gonna give you a rundown of like what he might have told you. Uh, so Byron tells you that he came up the river from a place called Wyllowwood. Oh, look at that! It's the place you're going. Where he was a member of a like a hunting sect who lives there. And he was kind of on a scouting mission and found this chest and got trapped in the mirror, evidently, that Solaris did. So, question is, who would you want to take with you as you guys sort of leave the main pirate ship to row upriver to where Wyllowwood evidently is?
What
I
are
feel
our
like we should
options?
take. I feel like we should take Werewolf Guy if he knows the area.
Byron? Okay. Well, there's Renair as well.
We
And
probably should take
Peggy.
Renair.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because if we can't bring, for some reason, if there's some kind of rule about the fountain of youth that we can't bring the water out from wherever it is, I don't want my fiance ending up being the old. I mean, I love him anyway, and I'd marry him anyway. But
I don't know if we should bring your fiance. Oh,
why?
what's this? There's a decision we need to make?
Oh my god.
I don't think anybody's arguing
No,
though.
I mean, Patience, I don't know that this
Like
is
one
a
of us wants
decision.
to take the ex-werewolf, and one of us wants to take fiance. And you know, I'm not sure myself which one to go with.
I think we should
Is
take
it-
them both.
Is it
Patience.
an either or?
Or should we
I
take
don't think these
both?
are
Look,
mutually
now there's-
exclusive.
Now there's 3 options.
Oh my
So-
well, now we're trying, but now we're trying to decide if we need to have a decision made. So who decides if a decision should be
Should we
made?
have a decision made?
Renair
Yes,
kind of like
we should.
scratches his beard. He's like, I don't know. I think we should just go. I mean,
I agree.
Well, how
should
many
just
people can we
go.
bring with us in this boat?
it's a good
Should we
question.
just go, or should we make a decision?
Because there's
feel like
4 of
I
us.
feel like
and
6
then-
is a pretty.
So we can bring Renair and a werewolf and
Yeah.
be fine.
See,
I feel like that's a pretty reasonable amount.
I got tails, so I guess gotta go.
Okay. Renair also, when you say that you'd marry him anyway, Solaris, he's like, you know, baby, so would I. It's kind
Oh.
of romantic in a way that you and I would get married even though we're old and gray.
it is.
Not that I will mind being young again, if there's actually a fountain of youth. Anyway.
If there's actually a fountain of youth, I agree. These things aren't always what they're cracked up to be.
If I drink from it, will I become a baby?
Yeah,
You know,
what are the
maybe,
rules on this
Patience.
fountain of youth? Like, how far back is it going to make you go?
The Stone of
didn't
Galore.
ask.
The Stone of Galore says that's a good question.
You're the
I
one that told me
suppose-
about it.
I suppose you mortals will have to find out.
That's not fair. If I become a baby, nobody else is gonna help you become not a rock.
Would I keep all of the abilities that I
true.
have as I'm a baby? So like I'm like
Solaris, who do you keep talking to?
hypothetically, if like we ran into a rhinoceros or something and tried to charge us, maybe in my little baby form I could prevent it from happening.
Wait,
Oh man, I could
patience,
grab
what?
the rhinoceros by the horn and fling it around. Wow.
Wait, will the Fountain of Youth bring back Yami's hands?
Ooh,
Is-
good question.
I don't
I
think
don't
that's how
know.
that works.
I don't either.
Maybe. That's I don't know.
Bring you back to a time
Well,
when
like
you
if you
had
just
hands.
stick your little nubs in.
I don't think it's a fountain of regeneration. Like, so she's gonna have like little tiny person hands,
Little BB hands.
and like the rest of her's like normal Yami.
I mean, you stick them in the Fountain of Youth for a while until they grow big enough. It's like those little capsules you put in water and you wait a couple of days and they expand to be little like foam thingies.
Oh, I think they had that at the Temple of God the other on that last. I keep getting with that holiday is water that I know in here.
The Day of Wonders.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. So this is the discussion you guys are having as you're rowing around this bend past the island with the ruins on it. And the first weird thing you notice is suddenly you guys see what look like little orange leaves sort of drifting downstream on the river. Um, and as you sort of come around this corner, you see set back in this like 100-foot tall cavern, just a forest glade of autumnal beauty. You can sort of feel the sort of chill of fall, which it's fall up top as well. And you also see that even though there's like pillars and stalactites and stalagmites and stuff, there are clouds sort of floating in this cavern where the river kind of goes along, as well as a sun just kind of hanging in the cavern sky, quote unquote. And it looks like the river goes along. There's a sort of pebble beach with these big fall trees hanging over, deciduous and coniferous. And there's like a pillar, and then a beach that continues on a ways. So, what would you guys like to do?
We
Can
pull
I
off
like
here.
observe the clouds to see if these are like natural clouds or if they're kind of like a magical
Sure, you
thing?
can. I would say a nature or an arcana would probably work.
Well, they're both the same thing for me, so which is nothing.
Oh.
Oh, but I got an 18 on the dice.
Which one did you use?
Nature.
Okay. So you can definitely tell that these clouds appear to have formed naturally down here in the cave.
Mm-hmm.
But there's definitely nothing natural about the sun and like the trees growing down here. It definitely seems like this was like a created environment that has kind of become a self-sustaining ecosystem in a way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd they get the light from? I got a 3 on it.
You're not sure.
I'm gonna roll Arcana
Sure.
because I have it now. Ooh, I got a total of 20.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it definitely looks like the sun in the sky appears to be like a portal, essentially, which is letting in light and stuff like that.
Just light, not fire.
I don't know, maybe fire too. I don't know.
Maybe if you get closer, it's fire.
There's definitely a warmth filling this cavern, whether it is like some sort of ambient enchantment or if it's coming off of the sun. You are not entirely sure, but
I am resistant.
I like lean down to speak to my holy symbol. I know that's not the real sun.
I go down and like, wait, no, I don't have a holy symbol. I'm not a cleric.
Wait. Oh. I look at my symbol of the moon and I'm like, sun. Really? So what do you think, peoples? What do you think? What's our plan?
Maybe we should pull off here, then walk here. At least then our boat won't be visible if there's something guarding. I just don't want like I don't know, like there's a giant stone monster like chucks the boulder at us, dodge it, and hit the boat. You know, it'd be really.
It would be inconvenient, but it would be kind of cool too, I suppose.
Should we like send someone ahead first to see?
Who should we send? We could do that.
I mean, I could go take a look. I'm pretty sneaky even for a
Solaris.
64-year-old.
That's true.
Luckily, I planned ahead for this, and I pull out my voting booth and voting.
Oh my
sheets,
god! Okay.
And I'm like, okay, who should go up ahead? And I have like each person's like a tally mark. What is it?
Jamey will vote for Solaris.
Solaris will vote for Solaris.
Patience votes for Sunspot.
Ooh.
I vote for Sunspot.
Oh no, we gotta have a tie.
Wait, we have a werewolf and a Renair who could help make decisions. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, actually.
Well, we know who Renair's gonna vote for.
I know who Renair's gonna vote for.
We live in a democratic, capitalistic company here. They get to vote too.
I want to
Listen,
see who Byron votes for is the question.
If a stone giant throws a rock at us, I can catch it and just throw it right back. It's gonna be fine.
Maybe.
Okay, so
it's a missile.
Jeanette.
Hi.
High or low?
Oh no. Low.
How low can you go?
Oh, Byron votes for you as well.
You bit me and you vote against me.
He likes the old ladies. That's why.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sunspot just starts itching. Man, I'm so.
He probably sees you as more expendable. That's why he's like, yeah,
Me?
you go first. Yeah.
I mean, I am older. I'm in the twilight years of my life.
Sometimes you have to use the weakest in the pack.
Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't know you, and he probably wants all of us dead anyway.
Just let us get.
Oh no, I'm the one who shot him with silver arrows repeatedly.
I will say, if we continue downstream, we'll be closer to my sect's compound.
Whoa, Pinky.
Wait, there's more of you?
No, not my sex compound, my sect.
Your sect's compound or your sect? Okay.
I mean, I've heard tieflings
Yes.
have
Wow,
some of
okay.
those, but I didn't know that was a werewolf thing too. So I'm not surprised.
Yes. I got a little excited there for a minute. Oh.
Anyway,
Good.
yeah, Solaris. Yeah, okay, I guess Solaris wins. Let's just.
You say that, and Solaris is not there because I just rolled a 27 on my stealth.
Renair looks around. He's like, "That's my girl."
Every time. Where did that open window come from? Pull the Batman.
I
All right.
love playing Batman.
Solaris. So you're
Yes.
gonna go to the nearest beach here.
Yeah.
Pull yourself up. Okay. So you see that there is a sort of a cave entrance, more or less. It seems to be a smaller sort of side cave from the main forest. And there's like a column sort of separating the two entrances. So you want to head inside and look around?
I do. I'm also going to try to keep my eyes open. I don't want to accidentally trigger any traps.
That's fair. Yeah, we know Sunspot.
That's
Just
why.
walked unwanted.
That's why I voted for you.
That's why I voted
have
against him.
I also have a +9 to stealth.
All right.
Yeah, well, I have a +10 to stealth. And I swam okay.
Oh yeah, well I have a +0. It was
So
golf.
you got
I win.
20% stealth. Make me, I guess, a perception check, Solaris.
My perception check is a 18.
18. Okay. So I'm just going to use your 27 stealth. As you are sort of going along through the boughs of this forest, it's very, very beautiful. Even with your stealth, like the leaves, you just sort of carefully crunch over them so they make very minimal noises. As you're headed along, you see what looks like a light sort of wisp between the trees to one side of you.
Do I have any idea what I think this light may be?
It looks almost like a lantern
Oh, that's good.
or a miniature sun.
Yeah, that's good. Can I try to get closer without it seeing me, whatever's got this light?
Sure you can, yeah.
Okay. Want me to make another stealth roll?
Sure.
Oh no, I should have kept the 27. Famous last words. Ooh, a 28.
Okay. So this light seems to sort of bob forward, sort of in the same direction you were going. And you head that way, sort of cautiously following it. And it looks like nothing is like carrying this light. It's just kind of going forward. And you follow it to what looks like a pond sort of sitting in the middle of this forest. And there is sort of sitting next to this pond is what looks like a plaque that is set into the ground with like a dirt pile in front of it, and then like a 4-foot tall plinth of stone that looks like it has words written on it.
I'd like to try to get close enough to read the words without being noticed.
I will let you keep yourself for that.
Okay.
We'll say it's the same. All right. So the light looks like it sort of winks out as you sort of come closer into this glade. And you're gonna approach the plinth then?
I am.
Okay. So it is what looks like a relatively long passage in Elven. Do you speak Elven?
Ooh, let's find out. I speak Celestial and Draconic and Infernal and Common. And I can communicate in Thieves' Cant. But I don't speak Elven.
So this
Sunspot just relaxes back on the boat.
Man, I hope no one has to speak Elven, says Yami, who can also speak Elven.
I know, a magical forest underground that doesn't scream Elvish at all.
I highly doubt we have to deal with Elvish stuff.
Everybody's a critic.
Earlier, right?
Now, there's a question for Patience and Sunspot. Are we gonna like try and keep the boat? The question is, are we gonna try and like hold the boat in one place because it is on a river, so it'll kind of flow away if we don't like.
Are we able to anchor off somewhere?
Yeah, I guess we could. You want to do that?
I was gonna say, like, as soon as we see Solaris makes it to the beach and goes through without any danger, I would assume we would pull up, or we could just anchor out on the river. Either or.
Okay. Well, that's the question. Are we going to go to the beach, or are we going to anchor out in the middle of the river?
Anchor off.
Okay.
Got
it. So Solaris, that is what you see on the plinth, this elven passage. Would you like to check the mound with like the little stone as well?
Well, the first thing that I do is take out a piece of parchment and a piece of charcoal.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to do a rubbing because I don't know what the hell this thing says.
That's fair.
And it might be important. So I'm going to try to very quietly and carefully do a quick rubbing impression of this to take back with me. As you are,
you see a large shadow kind of over this clearing that the pond is in. You look up, you see a giant green form kind of glide over and disappear in between the trees.
What do I think that was?
Well, you've seen dragons before.
Oh, okay. That's what Jeanette thought it was.
Hey, Patience and Sunspot, what do you want to give me a perception checks too?
Patience has taken off one of his boots and he has his toe in the water. My passive's 8.
8? Okay,
so
yeah, you and Yami don't notice anything.
I wouldn't even.
Would I be able to use my passive? Because my passive is 19.
Yeah, that would work. Oh boy, so Sunspot, as you are kind of sitting here relaxing in the boat with everybody, you see sort of out over the forest in a cavern, a giant reptilian green form just kind of glide over the trees, and it looks like it's headed to the south. And as you sort of squint your eyes, you can see what looks like a marble building down the river that this dragon seems to just sort of land on and just sort of like settle on top of.
I kind of nudge Byron and point. Dragon?
Says, "That's old Valdemar. I don't like that dragon."
There's a dragon here?
Yeah.
When are we going to tell us about the dragon?
Wait, what kind of Arcana check? Sorry.
I was hoping while I was away the hunt mistress may have hunted it down already, but I'm glad to see that I'll still have the chance.
You did mention the name. So I'm going to try a history check.
Oh, Valdemar. Okay.
Super phlegmy today. I apologize. 17.
Oh.
I don't know if that's good enough. So.
Being a resident of Waterdeep for as long as you have, you've probably heard some stories that have funneled up from Undermountain. You have heard of a green dragon named Valdemar, who has evidently dwelled in this forest in a cavern down below. And it supposedly has like a host of wargs that are its eyes and ears, and it's this great and avaricious beast that takes tolls from people who use its river, and it seems to be allied with an evil druid who dwells in the woods as well, from the stories you've been told.
I quickly get my boot back on. Like, we should we should get out of the river and hide the boat.
Okay.
Renee's like, wait, there's a dragon?
And I explained the history lesson.
Oh, interesting.
Oh. That, I mean, the druid, that checks out. But we should, yeah, let's. I start trying to pull up the anchor. Let's just go.
All right. So, where do you want to go? You want to try and go to the river shore and like hide our little boat here?
Yeah, let's see if I can do that magically.
Oh, okay.
I doubt it.
So, Solaris, you take your rubbing.
Okay, and then I'm going to try to carefully check out the mound next. Okay. I roll up the rubbing, carefully put it back in my bag of holding, and then creep, on tiptoe. Ding, 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 ding. So, also, still being aware of traps if there's anything that might explode in my face.
Okay. So as you're sort of looking around, you actually start to notice that the trees in this grove, it actually looks like they have been burned in the past. But you sort of like, all right, and walk closer to this stone, and it looks like it is a old grave of some kind. And written on the headstone in common, it says, "Here lies Krasan, human friend and companion." And it also says, sort of etched into the stone, traitor.
Oh my. So here lies Krasan?
Mm-hmm.
Human friend. And then it's scratched over with the word traitor.
Mm-hmm. And as you're sort of reading that, you hear the words, used, compelled, betrayed by Alistair.
Hello?
She must die.
I start to back up. Doing one of these.
You hear other whispers that you sort of can't make out as you're like, And between the trees, as you're sort of looking around, you see this light bobbing again.
Oh, I'm avoiding that light.
Okay.
I don't know who the creepy invisible person is carrying that lantern, but I don't want to know.
All right. Sunspot, I will say you can use your Mask of the Wild to sort of hide the boat.
Yeah, like take like branches and kind of just took it away.
Okay. So we're gonna hide the boat. Yami's like, everyone remember where we parked. Look, Solaris, we gotta find Solaris. Is that what? Okay.
Was anyone watching which way she went?
I was. She went this way, says Renair, pointing. Well,
course
he's
you were.
pointing. It's his lost hand, then he points with the other hand.
Is it like the gnarled old man finger where it's like we think he's pointing that way, but it's also kind of pointing the
It's,
other
like, pointing
direction?
that way.
Ooh, that is
Yeah.
a gnarly old man hand.
Stop picking on my boyfriend.
At least I don't have those.
No.
Ow. It's just
Burn.
Ooh.
Anyway, so
All right, I guess let's go try and find
we
Solaris.
follow Renair as he gets kidnapped. I mean, no.
Oh God.
We let him go like 10 feet in front of us just to make sure.
Okay. Sunspot, I have a question for you.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. First of all, patience.
Mhm.
When after you see Valdemar and you kind of tie up their boat and everything, you hear Azure Edge say, that beast could be a threat to Waterdeep. We should slay it most handedly."
Really?
I believe so, yes. What if that beast crawled up from the depths? Can't be. I would not allow it.
That sounds really fun.
Great. A weapon that gives patience ideas. I don't know how I feel about this.
Patience
Sunspot.
who has no impulse control.
But we should make sure that the dragon actually still is. Maybe it isn't.
Of course it's evil. It's a dragon. Those serpentine whores must all be slain.
Even the
They are
golden
a
ones?
threat, first and foremost.
Even the golden ones?
Even the golden ones have their times, yes. Any of these fire-breathing worms are not to be trusted.
Looks at a random dragon I have.
I prefer the other side. That was my trusty Lieutenant Agaron. Sunspot, so where are you keeping the Wand of Wonder that you found, that you bought?
Oh no.
Probably just in my little bag.
Little
I
bag?
wonder where it's at.
Okay.
Wand?
Interesting.
I don't like that.
Oh boy.
Cool.
So you feel your hand like reach down into the bag and pull it out, Sunspot.
That's
What?
what the kids call it these days?
And give me a religion check, actually.
Pulling the wand, eh?
The Wand of Wonder.
My.
Put that away, Sunspot. What are you doing?
Not the time or place.
16.
16. You feel like you are being compelled by some sort of supernatural force here. So I want you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Do you have advantage?
It's gonna be a.
And
Ooh.
charm.
Am I being charmed or am I? Is this a charm?
Charm is like a mind effect. And that I don't know.
I'll say you have advantage. Sure. All right.
Okay, cool.
You're
Good,
free.
because my charisma saving throw is not great.
Cool.
4.
Yeah. Okay.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Okay. So, you feel compelled to point this at one of your companions. Who do you point it at?
Ooh,
Do
you
I
need
get
make
to
a decision?
choose?
Oh yeah, you get
Okay,
to choose.
how many choices do we have?
Well, we have Byron, Renair,
I'm gonna put it at Byron.
Patience,
He
and
bit me.
Oh no. Okay, I
I'm
want you
pointing
to
it at Byron. He bit
Okay.
me.
I want you to roll 8d6 for me.
8d6.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
Oh!
Oh no, Byron.
Do any of the rest of us need to do anything?
No, not yet.
Oh, then it's not the. I'm
It's
thinking
not a fireball.
I'm thinking 68, not 8d6. My bad.
Oh, actually, I didn't roll that great, so that actually kind of helps.
Okay.
Wait, so I see this happen, right? He just pulls out the wand and
Hmm.
points it at him.
That's 20.
20.
The
Okay.
highest thing I rolled was a 4.
Counterspell. What are you
Can you
doing?
counterspell a wand? That's the question.
It's casting. Is it casting a spell,
Hmm.
or is it an innate wand ability? If it's casting a spell, then I can counterspell on it. I'd be countering the wand, not Sunspot.
Hmm. Yeah, okay. I'll let you counterspell.
What level is the spell?
It would be 3rd level.
Okay, I can't not cast it at 4th level.
Okay. So, Sunspot, you feel your arm reach in and grab this wand and point it at Byron, and electricity starts to
Lightning bolt.
around the spinning bulbs on it. But Patience looks and like, oh no, and stops it.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
I tend to smack the wand out of his. Can I do that?
Sure. Yeah.
Smack.
Yeah, you
Ow.
actually feel like you're in control again, Sunspot.
Don't hit me. I don't know. Something supernatural was controlling me. I don't like this place.
I stare at the wand. And
The wand does a little do ice cream music as it sort of spins down.
The wand does his little shifty eyes.
it's like, who, me?
Meow.
And Solaris, you sort of come through the forest and find your friends here as they're sort of standing here talking to each other.
Well, I guess.
Hello?
I guess be careful where you point it.
Who's pointing who? What?
If that's not a mantra for life.
Careful where you point your wand. Might get you in trouble. Wow. Anyway.
Maybe we should put this wand somewhere else.
What are you doing?
He's holding his wand.
Well, I don't have hands with that. That might actually be a plus here.
Oh, yeah. How about Yami holds it? You know what I mean.
Just put it on in there. She opens up her...
You know,
I
Yami
modestly
can make
look
things
away
fly.
as I drop it in.
There we go.
All right.
That's fine.
So there's a floating light in there and a plaque with some words on it that I can't read, and another thing with like
Oh, is it in Dwarven again?
No, I think I don't know here, and I actually pass, or I go to hand Yami the scroll and I go and I unroll it and hold it up. This. I don't know this language.
I poke my head around to look at it.
Drink it.
Hey, it's Elvish.
Drink it, die oval.
No. All right. You guys want to read it?
I mean, I wanted to, but I can't.
Yeah, I'll read it.
Then I shall read it for you.
Totally not a scroll.
So, the Elvish text reads, placed by a wizard in a young forest glade lies a weapon of might, a long emerald blade. The wizard, he hid it, the blade would not die. Hid it, he feared it, beneath this false sky. I watched him hide it, impartial I stood, bound by my honor, evil must live with good. The wizard, he hid it, I heard the blade cry, hid it, he feared it, the sword Tiralai. Wielded by he who sought the mad mage's head, wielded by he who now lies still and dead. Hallister, he hid it, the blade would not die. Hid it, he feared it, but I know not why. Tiralai's owner, by my love was slain. Then I killed my love, my mind reeling in pain. The mad wizard hid it, the blade could not die. Hid it, he feared it, beneath this false sky. Tiralai's tomb is the last skull it clave. Would that I had such a comforting grave. Hallister, he hid it, the sword Tiralai. Hid it, he feared it, with it he might die.
So Hallister hit a blade that he feared because it was going to kill him, and he used it to kill some other people.
Did I hear correctly a mention about Tyr?
Mm-hmm.
Like the god Tyr?
Yeah.
Or is it like cry Tyr?
Tyr, like a cry.
Okay.
It says they heard the sword cry, and the sword's name is Tiralai.
So it says he hid it in the last tomb at Clave. So did he hide it in the last body of the last person he killed?
What it sounds like to me.
Like he buried it with the person?
Hmm.
Don't they do that?
It says Tyrlai's tomb is the last skull at Clave, so I suppose.
That doesn't sound like a Fountain of Youth to me.
No.
No.
There's a burial mound in there. It said, "Here lies Krishan, human friend," but then somebody else carved the word traitor over it. Also, when I was reading the thing on the burial mound, I heard people talking and it didn't make any sense, so I ran away.
Probably restless spirits.
Oh,
That
also,
sounds like people talking to me, yeah.
oh, also, Solaris, there's a dragon.
Oh, I saw a
BT
dragon.
dubs.
I saw a dragon too.
Oh,
I
cool.
haven't seen it yet, but apparently Sunspot saw it.
Was it two different dragons, or are we seeing the same dragon?
Mine was green.
Oh my god, the one I saw was black.
Oh shit, we're gonna die.
I
So it's just
so apparently there's like, so this is the dragon. If the tales are true about this dragon, insert name here that you mentioned earlier.
Voldemort.
Voldemort. There might be evil ward here. There might be an evil druid.
An evil druid?
I'd never heard anything about this emerald blade.
Why is there an evil druid here?
I don't know, but that makes this make a lot more sense with all the clouds and whatnot.
Dylan, I have a question.
Yeah.
Did the name on the burial mound sound familiar?
Croissant? No, actually, it didn't.
Okay.
An inventor of pastry.
Hallister made him drop his croissant.
It competed too well with Hallister's donuts. He couldn't have it, so he killed him. That's something Hallister would do.
So, I mean, do we dig up a grave?
Yeah, we defile someone's resting place for profit and gain.
Ours Edge.
Jamey says as she summons a shovel with the rotor-return.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Ours Edge. Do you think we should take this emerald blade? Apparently it's something that Hallister, one of the oldest enemies of Waterdeep, it would be up above.
I know not much about this Hallister, but Agaron did put the wards that blocked Undermountain. Monsters climbed up from the underhalls all the time.
Hey,
Clearly not a friend.
Hey, Stone of Galore.
I think we should go for it. I flipped my coin.
Nice. Stone, so Galore, you know anything about an emerald blade named Tyrlai?
Oh, you want me to use my legend lore ability, perhaps?
Yeah,
to tell you of items of legendary significance?
Exactly. You're super well schooled in all of those things. I would love to know more.
It's true. I am glad you are bowing down to my wisdom.
Okay, let's not push it. We're supposed to be mutuals here. We're friends.
So Galore can tell you that Tyrlai is evidently a blade that was created by legendary elven craftsmen of Mithranor eons ago from a giant emerald. And the blade is evidently able to cut through just about anything. It's able to like detect other gemstones, and it's able to do all sorts of other fun little things. And the blade is evidently a great appreciator of the arts.
Wait, the blade appreciates the arts?
Just like its crafters in ancient Mithranor.
So the blade kind of like Patience's weapon.
More importantly,
it's kind of more of a he or she or they than an it.
What kind of blade is it? Like a long sword?
Something like that, yeah.
So you're saying I can
kind of like a saber.
A certain act.
Oh my god.
I do have the feet.
I suppose your horny friend here could, yes.
You know,
we all want it.
Yes, I do think we all want it.
I'd say because I could use long swords too, and I want this.
Yami's like, I don't use swords, so you guys can have it.
You can't hold a sword.
You can only
Okay,
use long
Sunspot,
swords.
listen.
I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Well, some of us can't point.
You can gesture with your chin, like.
True.
All right, so are we gonna go dig up a grave, or what do we want to do here?
As respectfully as we can. These are the better Waterdeep.
Yeah.
I don't want to like disturb the body any more than. Also, you know, the body might come back and try to kill us with it.
But so I mean, there is a grave, but is it really going to be that obvious? Like, hey, here's a whole poem, really nice poem, that's like all about this magic blade, and like it's hidden in somebody that's probably dead, and then, hey, here's a grave right next to the thing. Like, that seems really kind of like a setup for a trap. Like, it's something I would do to somebody.
I don't know. I've heard up north a lot of those Viking dudes above Neverwinter. They make tombs like that for their kind of.
I mean, how much credit are we giving Hallister here?
I don't know. He made this whole place.
To be fair, that seems more well written than anything I've seen Hallister write. So
that's fair. It does seem like it doesn't seem his style. I don't. When I think of Hallister and everything everybody's ever told me about him, and then I think of like a poem.
Well, I don't think Hallister wrote the poem. It seems to be from the perspective of someone watching Hallister do all this, and then they wrote this plaque.
I don't know. I don't know if
What if it's the druid? What if the evil druid saw this?
Oh, that would make sense.
Wrote the poem,
wouldn't it?
Oh, they're quite the poet for an evil druid. I guess evil people can be poets too.
Obviously.
What is man but a magical pile of secrets?
I don't know.
Well, it does say that, bound by my honor, evil must live with good. Here lies owner, by my love was slain, then I killed my love, my mind reeling in pain. I mean, I guess that sounds like a druid. The neutrality thing.
Maybe that's what made the druid turn evil, because they were all like.
So what if we find the druid first before we disturb somebody's grave? Because if we disturb the grave and we didn't have to, I'd feel kind of bad.
Was it over there?
It's down there. There's like a little pond and like the floating lantern thing.
Oh, thanks.
Patience, no. And I grab him. No. We're not doing that yet.
Why not? We just sit here waiting.
We were trying to make a decision. Isn't this your thing?
Yeah.
He made the decision.
Yeah, we're going.
As you guys
Let's at least walk over there and see what's over there.
As you guys are talking, Sunspot, you see a koala bear on a tree, like looking at you.
The hell is that?
Is that a bear?
It says
it's a marsupial, I think. Technically,
you looking for Wyllow?
Yes, I am looking for Wyllow.
Oh,
wait.
Well,
I don't have.
You should know these are Willow's woods. Do not harm, lest ye be harmed. That's the message I give.
Guys, harm not lest ye be harmed. Don't screw anything up.
Little koala bear climbs down the tree slowly and gets on the ground. It says, "Follow me, I can show you Willow's tree." Starts to do a little koala walk across the ground.
So it's just speaking in common.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, all you guys can understand it.
Okay, I was about to say, I don't think I have that evocation. What's going on?
Is anybody else seeing that?
Yeah.
Sunspot's already following it.
I think I've heard of these. I think it's a miniature space bear.
Oh. Hey, see, Solaris, I told you people and things live in space, but no, you never believed me.
I don't think it's a space bear.
He can talk. And not just because I can talk to animals.
Okay. Hey, Galore, is that a space bear?
Anything is possible, Solaris.
Damn it!
I'm already gone.
Yeah, I'm following the bear. It's whatever.
Okay. Byron's like, are we really going to follow a bear?
They're marsupials. They're not really bears.
Don't tell me. I know all about animals. So, you guys want to follow this little crawling koala?
I'm going.
I mean, I'm following Sunspot, and I guess Sunspot's following the koala, so...
If Sunspot trusts Mars soups and bells, then I'll follow.
So you kind of follow it along farther back into these autumn woods. And as you're going, it actually looks like there is like a walkway made of marble that's going through the treetops. And you see like a building atop one of these marble archways. Like it's kind of like a walkway, it looks like someone built an elevated walkway through the woods. And there's like a building that you sort of pass under as you're headed along. And the little koala keeps crawling on past this. You guys sort of follow the walkway until eventually, sort of through the trees, you see what looks like a giant stone tree rising up with branches of rock sort of radiating out from it. And hanging from the branches are what look like big ol' flying foxes. So like these big old fruit bats just kind of hanging like Christmas ornaments from the stone tree.
Are they made of stone or are they actual?
No, they are real. It looks like they're these big fuzzy little guys. You know, some of them look like they're nibbling on these little berries that they have just sort of, they're hanging upside down. And the koala kind of and says, "Yeah, so that's Wyllow's place right there."
Hey, can you tell us some more about Wyllow?
Yeah, Wyllow's the protector of the woods.
A
She
little
makes
more
sure
detail.
She makes sure all of us are fed. She makes sure all of us are safe. She gets rid of anybody who tries, causing trouble.
What about the dragon?
Oh, Tiralai? Yeah, he's fine.
Wait, who?
So
Wait, the
Tiralai.
drag?
he doesn't cause trouble.
Wait, stop. What?
No.
The
No,
Wait,
dragon?
the
Wait,
dragon's
stop.
Tiralai?
Tiralai?
Yeah.
Wait.
I thought that was a weapon.
Yeah, I thought that's like this. There's this poem about a sword that's called Tiralai.
Sword? I don't even know what that is. No.
I draw my sword and show him my sword. It's one of these.
Oh,
A sword.
Hey, I think Tiralai's horn looks like that.
What?
Tiralai's
Horn?
horn.
It
Yeah.
looks like this?
Uh-huh.
He has a horn that looks like my sword.
Yeah, I guess so.
Tiralai's a green dragon?
Yeah. Yeah, him and Wyllow have been friends for ages.
Wait, I
And
thought the
it's-
dragon was Valor.
I never heard that name.
Vandemar.
But then I'm only like 6 years old, so.
What does that make?
Valavar.
What does that make him? Some kind of dragon made of emerald? Looks like camera, but didn't make my Arcana check.
Dragon is Tiralai.
Yeah.
Has a horn that looks like a sword.
Are there such a thing as a gem dragons, guys?
Out of character, yes. Character,
Out of
Renee-
character, I know. Out of character,
Renee
Jamie
says,
knows. Sunspot doesn't know.
I've heard of such things.
I've heard of such things.
You've not,
And
you haven't
Byron
heard
says,
Taylor?
there were no gem dragons down here. It was a green dragon, Valdemar.
Well, aren't emeralds green?
Emeralds are green.
It's different. He was a beast of flesh and blood, not stone and cold.
Did he have a little
facets.
horn that looked like a sword?
No, he had a fin.
And now
The koala says, well, Tiralai's got a fin too. He's got a horn.
So there's two dragons done.
So there may be two dragons.
well, that poem
Mhm.
said that the long emerald blade Tiralai was hidden in the last tomb at Clave. So,
Whole place is dim.
well, no, last tomb. So if Tiralai was a sword, the last thing at Clave, what if it didn't die?
Run that by me again?
What if somebody
I don't
stabbed the
follow.
dragon and he's got the sword?
Wait, so
So they tried to kill the green dragon, but didn't kill it, and now the sword's stuck in its head and it got like corrupted?
I don't know. I mean,
well, if the sword can, if it's like the axe that Patience has. Maybe it.
It's too much thinking. I'm gonna go ask Wyllow. I just go up to me.
Okay. Maybe it took over the dragon. Yeah, maybe.
Whoa.
Maybe.
Wait, Patience. Are you still Patience?
Yeah, I'm like climbing up.
Hey,
Patience,
get back
out of
here.
the tree.
Whoa, you're trying to climb the tree?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Give me a athletics roll.
Hey
Interesting.
Willow, we need some help. Athletics. Oh, thank goodness I'm proficient.
Okay. So you are just sort of climbing from branch to branch. And it looks like there are windows sort of going in on each of what look like levels where these branches are.
I pop my head in and I'm like, Wyllow? No? Okay. And I just keep going.
Hey, little koala dude.
Oh, he shouldn't be doing that. He's gonna make
koala
Willow
guy.
mad. Yeah.
What's your name, first of all?
My name?
Yeah.
My name's Zorbo.
Okay, Zorba, what does Willow look like?
She kind of looks like you, but not.
Oh no.
Wait, is she an elf?
Might be a dwarf.
Is
Can
there
someone
like
say something in Dwarven?
Okay, so this is there like an opening on the tree somewhere? Like a door
Yeah,
that
it looks like there's a front door, yeah.
How high up is it?
It's sort of around the side, on the first floor.
It's like
I have a
Patience
passive
is
of 8,
climbing.
so that matches.
Patience is climbing there, and the door is just over here.
Like, would we have to climb to get to the door?
Nope. Don't look like it.
Oh.
So actually, when you climb up to the first thing, like these bats are kind of like, "Hey, you watch yourself." And one of them's gonna like try and bat you away. It's my good berry. Oh, he got a 7 though, so he's like, "Yeah, stay away from my good berry."
That is lost in the sauce.
I don't want your berry.
Yeah. So you come up to the first window, and it looks like there is like a large hall made of stone and woven wood, with like a railing like overlooking a floor below through this window. And as you sort of look through, there is a displacer beast sort of sitting up there, and it sort of turns and looks at you and growls when it sees you.
Wait, is that to me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
you.
I wasn't sure if that was them going in the door or not.
I mean, I'm heading to the door, but
Okay.
Okay, I see
So
the
you-
displacer piece. And I'm like I like to think I'm like, and growls at me, and I'm like, "Are you Willow?"
It stands and it kind of like does the cat prowl towards you, its tentacles sort of unraveling off its back, and
Okay,
At you.
if you're not Willow, then I suggest backing off. I don't want to hurt you if I don't have to.
So Sunspot and Solaris, you guys head to the front door. It looks like there is a bell sort of hanging from one of the branches.
and I'm gonna ding ding ding. Ding.
So the bell sounds and it sort of goes up through the tree. And Patience, you sort of hear from behind the displacer beast, you hear a voice say, I'm coming, and like a and then the door, Sunspot and Solaris, the door opens in front of you, and there is a tree who's sort of walking on its roots, and carved onto its trunk is Hallister's face.
Why?
And it says, hello, visitors.
Hi.
Hi, we're here for Willow.
You're here to see Wyllow. Of course. Please do come in, please.
I walk in.
Why are all the animals in foliage talking, Sunspot?
Druid, Solaris.
Fair enough. That's okay. Good point. Hadn't thought of that.
Whoa!
Hadn't thought of that.
Anonymous gifters.
Oh no, we got the anonymous gift train going again.
Uh-oh.
Yami kind of as you're walking past this tree is like, I could give you a new face if you want. It's like, oh no, I'm fine with the face I have. I quite like it actually. Makes me look respectable. If you say
No.
so, buddy.
Okay. That's cool.
So you guys sort of walk into the lower part of the same room that Patience is looking into. So there's like a balcony that sort of views around this room, where there's a large, well, first of all, you see that on the walls there are frescoes of dwarves battling drow, it looks like, in this series of caves. And sort of sitting in this throne room below the balcony, there's a large topaz throne that an elf is just sort of sitting on, kicking her legs as she's sitting with her hands sort of behind their head, looking up at the ceiling. And the tree sort of comes in and says, "My lady, you have visitors." And she kind of like looks up, and her hair is all disheveled and sort of crazy looking. And she's like, "Visitors?" And she sort of looks around and she's like, "Well, welcome.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, so you're adventurers. Oh, welcome to Wyllowwood. Oh my goodness. We don't get many visitors, at least not good visitors. So many bad visitors. So many people who
What do you consider bad visitors?
people who harm the plants and the animals, and then I have to harm them, those types of
Oh.
people.
Yeah, no, we got this warning that said that we shouldn't harm anything, so we were being real careful.
Not everybody listens.
Zorba told us that.
Oh, Sorbo, he's such a good boy. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's good to see faces again. Faces that aren't screaming, and faces that aren't twisted in all sorts of awful, unnatural ways. And she sort of looks up and she sees her displacer beast kind of like stalking forward, and she's like, "Chrisan, what are you doing?" And she kind of just like melts into the throne and appears up there and is like, "What are you doing, you silly boy, you silly girl?" And sort of pets the displacer beast and sees Patience looking in and is like, "Who is this?"
He's with us.
Oh, hey, are you Wyllow? Hi.
Forgive
am.
him, he was looking for you.
Oh,
I don't. Can Wyllow hear that? Wyllow like merged through the floor, right?
Yep.
It's like an open room with like a balcony on top, I think.
Yeah, she kind of like melted into the ground and then materialized back out. Yeah.
Solaris, did she just say that the displacer beast was Chrisan?
That's what I was just gonna ask you. Like Chrisan, like the one that lies there and the word traitor was put on the thing?
We had a few questions about this Kurayami or whatever. I think there was an evil dragon here, but I'm not sure if it's evil now.
Oh, Tirlai. She picks up the displacer beast, but it actually looks like she grabs the air a little ways away and like picks it up, and you see the displacer beast kind of lift up, and she kind of just pops back down onto the throne and is like, yes, I know Tirlai. Well, yes, Tirlai, and I knew him when he was not Tirlai, but now he's Tirlai. Those are some of the adventurers I had to kill. They attacked my friend, so.
Can you back up?
Yeah. Oh.
So Tirlai.
Oh.
Not literally.
Oh. I'll stay back here.
Okay. He meant
the
in
DM
terms
gets
of
a
like
rubber duck, Harry.
story wise.
So Tirlai used to be a person. And then
I think Tirlai was a sword.
So Tirlai was a sword.
Tirlai was a sword
that now got turned into a dragon because of you.
Some adventurers came down here when me and my husband lived down here, and well, I loved Unark so much, but oh goodness, he was a bit much for me. And he always said that it was good that we killed the adventurers. I mean, they were meddlesome and they were doing all sorts of bad things, but I mean, I just got so angry after he killed them, and well, I may have gotten a little hot-headed and killed him, and oh goodness, I don't like to think about it really. It kind of makes me depressed when I do. But and then the sword, some other adventurers found it in the little pond, and they took it out, and then they attacked my friend Valdemar, and they nearly killed him. It was awful.
They stabbed the dragon with it, didn't they?
Yes.
And then the sword merged with the dragon.
I guess that would make sense. Valdemar did have a...
Is there an easier way I can get down there? Hello?
Oh, but you could just come around to the front door. Or you can climb into the window.
What front door?
The door.
Oh. Well.
Just come through the window, Patience. It's fine.
Coming awkwardly through the window.
And Wyllow says, yes, my friend Tyrli. He used to be my friend Valdemar, now he's my friend Tyrli. It's good to have friends. I've had so many friends, but so many have just... they turned out not to be friends.
So, how would your friend Tyrli feel about being separated from the sword? Would that be like an issue?
Separated from sword. I don't know. I've never asked him. I mean, I thought I'd keep it in there because, well, he did get a little bit nicer. I mean, he was okay before, but he did get a little bit nicer. Though he kind of does some weird things now. Draws all over the woods. I don't like that, but the rain wipes it all away.
I don't think that's why we're here, though, right? Do you know of like a fountain?
Fountain? Yes, I know a fountain. That's where I get all my water. The river can be so nasty.
Does the fountain make people get younger if they're like somebody who could get younger?
I mean, nothing happens to me when I drink from it.
Yeah, but
what about when your husband drank from it?
Oh, well, occasionally some of Hal's apprentices come down here and drink from it. But
do they seem to change when they drink from it?
Are we allowed to drink from it? We haven't harmed anything here.
Well, here's the thing. I could let you drink from it very easily, but I think you should do something for me if you're here. I have some problems, You're not the only ones who recently came here, and I could use some help, perhaps.
Sunspot casually looks over at Byron. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Oh yeah, I see your friend. I point over at Byron.
What did your sect do?
And she looks at him.
Normally he's a little hairier, but we kind of shaved.
I don't recognize him. And Byron says, I recognize you. Says, oh, well, I have a very recognizable face, I suppose.
Is your problem?
So what favor do you need?
Yeah, is the favor deal with werewolves?
Werewolves? No, we're bats.
We're bats?
Oh, they're bats, and I point out the window.
Not them, no. The werebats. They came up. They came up from the caves, and well, they said they'd be nice, but they're so ravenous, and well, they cast out the one Vool, and they said, "Oh, Wyllow, we'll be nice," but I don't trust them. It's only a matter of time before they go on a feeding frenzy again. They try to suck all my friends dry.
Wow.
I can't let that happen.
So
wouldn't be proper.
So what do you want us to do about them? Because you did say something about not harming anything here.
Well, they aren't part of the natural cycle. So I say wipe them out to the last man.
Okay, so the werebats. Now, how would you feel? Just a question. How would you feel if we got rid of their ability to be a werebat and made them back into like a person and then took them away and didn't kill them? Because
they've already harmed my woods. I mean, they have to be punished.
Oh, okay. So they've already been kind of put on trial and you found them guilty.
I'm judge, jury, and executioner, but since you guys are here, I mean, you could help me execute.
I mean, good management
to protect my woods.
Yeah, good management is good at delegating tasks. So
exactly. I'd send my friends, but I don't want them getting hurt. I mean, I already tried.
How many of these werebats?
Oh goodness! Oh, there's at least 30. Last time I checked.
30.
How big are they?
Oh, they're little guys. I mean, shorter than all of you for sure. They're and she points at Yami, 4 of her stacked up, or yeah, like 4 of them stacked up would be her.
Okay. So not okay. Oh,
Yeah, that would take me all day, and that's if they don't kill
Hmm.
him. You're playing.
Well, that's why you just get rid of them.
I think
And-
if we get rid of most of them,
No, all of them.
well,
Oh, gosh. If any of them-
for our plan, like if we
Oh.
kill a bunch and then maybe keep a couple and fix
Can't-
them.
You can't fix creatures like that. They're ravenous beasts. Oh,
Well, the dragon.
actually, they may be cursed.
I don't believe in curses.
Well,
You said your dragon friend got a lot nicer, right?
Well, I
able to
wouldn't
make
say a
them
lot nicer.
If they were nicer, maybe they could.
I don't know if he even got nicer. Just a little bit more artistic, I suppose. A little more eccentric.
a little
Huh.
easier.
I don't know.
Hey, I wonder if he wrote the poem.
No, I wrote the poem. You found my poem. I found.
Yeah,
I wrote a poem. Yes.
is it the one about? I'm just gonna point at Solaris. Get just that the
Blast
elvish one.
Tombs, it clave, Terralai, blah blah.
Yes,
Elven
yes, yes.
Blade.
Yeah. Oh, I wrote that so long ago. And after the adventurers found Tyrlai, I had to change that line. It used to be something else, but it
Question.
took me forever to find a rhyme. Yeah.
I point at the thing, the dog. I go,
Oh.
Chrisan?
Chrysan. Uh-huh.
Displacer beast.
Displacer Beast. Okay, that's okay.
This is my friend.
Displacer
Great.
beast.
So yeah, where we found that poem, there was like a burial mound, and it said something about "Here lies Chrisan, human friend."
Oh, yes. Yes, that was another adventurer who came down here, and they were their group was very bad, but I spared Chrysan, and I helped her see the light, and me and her, we got so close, and we loved each other for a while, but then she turned on me, and I got so mad, and I just she wouldn't stop, so I had to stop her, so I did.
Okay.
But now I have a new croissant, so it's okay, I suppose, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
This croissant lives in peace with even blink dogs.
Solaris is sort of physically, maybe even subconsciously moving to put herself between Renair and Wyllow. Like,
you said you had to change the line of the poem.
Oh yes, it used to be in the pond, and Halster put a stone golem to guard it, but then the adventurers found it and they got it out. So
okay, cool. So where are these werebats?
Oh, they're in some old dwarven buildings down by the river. I told them they could live there, but
so let's revisit the sword in the dragon's head. Maybe, might be more comfortable if we took it out. Like a splinter. You ever get a splinter? You're a druid, you deal with trees. You ever get a splinter? They hurt. They get under the skin. They're hard to get out.
And she sort of holds up her hand, and it looks like she has a bunch of splinters in her hand. She's like, I don't know. I don't like to take them out.
Okay.
I think they add something.
Okay. Well, in some cases when they get under your skin and then you can't get them out and then they get infected. I mean, what if
I can use my magic for that? It's no problem at all.
Can you use your magic to take the sword out of the dragon?
Well, I suppose I could. Huh. I never thought about that. Huh. I suppose I could. I'm able to use my magic to feed everything in the woods so they don't have to eat each other, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I could do that.
That's a pretty cool trick.
It is.
I've never really thought about it. I've never done something that so.
Also, if you take the sword out of the dragon, can I have it?
So you want the sword, but you also want the fountain, but you also would have to take care of the werebats for me.
Well, we've added that werebats to the list. I mean, that's
excellent.
It's on the list, right? It's on the list.
Decided then.
What if we take care of the werebats?
Uh-huh.
Solaris gets a drink.
You look very familiar.
Solaris gets a drink from the fountain.
Uh-huh.
And Renair,
And Renair, the other old one.
Oh, the old one. Oh.
Yeah. And then I get the sword.
No, you don't get the sword, Sunspot. I get the sword.
I suppose it doesn't really matter as long as you don't use it to chop down any of these trees or attack any of my friends. I mean, I don't really care what happens to it, I suppose. As long as it doesn't hurt Tiralai when I pull it out, though I guess would he be Valdemar again? I'm unsure. I don't know how that works.
How would you feel
I don't like magic.
Never mind.
No, please, any questions are good questions in Willow's Wood. It's so hard to get good company. I mean, my friends, they talk to me well enough, but it's different.
What is your history?
Alistair. Well, I never really met him myself, per se. But my husband, Yanark, before I killed him, he was one of Alistair's apprentices. And he came, and I came here with him. And he made this little paradise for me because, well, I got so tired of caves and tunnels, and him and his master made all this for me. And, well, it helped only so much, but that's right. After Chrysan died, Alistair also gave me this flower in case I ever needed it, but I've kind of kept that in my treasury.
What does it do?
Well, I'm not entirely sure, but it had a little note on it when I found it that said "plant me."
Did you plant it?
I didn't plant it.
Why not?
I don't plant things that say "plant me."
Only for emergencies, right?
What do you think constitutes an emergency, Willow?
Oh, goodness. Well, if a whole lumber camp appeared down here, or I'd say these whereabouts are an emergency.
We should plant it.
Gracious.
Let's...
Or insight roll. Yeah, we should plant it.
I would have to get it out of my treasury. Well, we can go and get it if you get rid of the werebats, maybe.
But what if we need it to get rid of the werebats?
Oh, give me a persuasion check.
Okay, where's my character sheet? Persuasion.
Wait, we need it for the werebats? Oh, I guess we do.
She taps her chin.
I have an 8 on my passive side.
I got a 12 on persuasion.
She says, maybe. Okay, come with me. She sort of jumps up, and Chrysan, the displacer beast, kind of just like and stalks along behind her as she just kind of like prances up these stairs farther up. She's like, well, come on.
I like her.
Sunspot's gonna turn and look at the rest of you and go, be nice to her.
We are being nice to her.
Why wouldn't I?
I'm just saying, keep being nice to her.
Oh, okay.
Sunspot, do we have a habit of not being nice to people?
I'm nothing but nice to people, Sunspot.
Okay, that's debatable, Yami. First of all.
Is it?
I think a certain lord would disagree.
Oh, he doesn't count.
He doesn't count, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, blanket be chill, okay? You'll be cool.
Yeah, it's too early for us to not. Yeah.
Solaris pulls down her goggles over her eyes that have like the tinted lenses. She's being chill.
You guys want to follow Willow up?
Oh,
farther?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, we're following to the treasury.
Okay, so the frescoes here on the first floor look like dwarves fighting drow. As you are headed up the stairs, the frescoes kind of change to like a tunnel where there's like a dwarf shaking hands with an elf. And as you get to the second floor, you see what looks like an elven forest kingdom sort of over a seaside on the frescoes. And the whole time, Yami's just kind of like, don't look at the frescoes. You guys are head up.
Wow, these frescoes are neat.
I bet they are.
I'm looking at the Elven Kingdom fresco.
So
Sunspot's granddad.
The forest kingdom kind of continues up, and the stairs lead to the third floor, where suddenly the frescoes depict the skies above the Forest Kingdom, where there are clouds and birds and elves riding in these fiery chariots through the skies. And Willow's like, huh, we're almost there. Come on! As she continues up, and the bright sort of summer sky changes into a night sky as you continue up, until finally you're at the top of the tower of this huge stone tree, where the scene in the frescoes depicts. Basically, you can see what looks like a planet with asteroids and like the moon, and there is a giant like green ship flying in space with these elves who have like butterfly wings, who are fighting orcs and dragons aboard another ship.
Wow, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And in the center of this room, there is what looks like a calendar stone. And it's sort of slowly turning. But Wyllow sort of walks right past it.
How come there isn't a year after 2012 DR?
Oh, don't worry about that, says Wyllow. Da, 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 da.
This is the bad place.
Yeah,
And,
we got another like 6 centuries. Fine.
She kind of like takes a silvered spear that's like covered in vines off of the wall, and she kind of like taps some stars on the fresco, and the stone kind of like moves aside to reveal like a closet-sized room that looks like it is full of skulls. And she says, "Now, where did I put that flower?
Quick medicine check on the skulls just to see what they kind of skulls they are. 15.
Well, 15?
Yeah.
Okay. So this looks like it is the walls and ceilings have been plastered and cemented with humanoid skulls and bones in decorative arrangements. You see that there are a few bare patches yet to be filled.
So it's a fair mix, like orc, elf,
yeah.
human.
There's halflings, elves, goblins, orcs,
Tiefling.
humans, tiefling. Yeah, there's like a tiefling, a dragonborn.
Asmar, maybe.
Maybe.
Little
Quite-
kobold.
Oh no.
Golden skull. I'm like, oh no, she's dead.
And she like sort of looks in one of the skull's eye sockets and pulls out, and she's like, "There it is! I knew I'd find it."
Is it a flower?
Yes, it looks like it is a little crystal rose, basically. She says, "Oh, I forgot it was a rose.
Is that
It was
bad?
by any other name.
It reminds me too much of Yanark.
Do you
You
put
used to
it,
give me roses. Now I don't like roses so much."
do you,
See,
do you-
no, a better reason to bury it.
Hmm.
Plant it.
put it on the gray.
Put it on the where? Oh, well, you can have it. I mean, if it'll help. And she hands it to you guys.
I just take it. Yeah.
Patience. Make me a perception check.
Oh, I'm good at those. 3.
Nope, you don't see anything.
Wow. I can't see anything through this.
And Jeanette, Solaris,
Hi.
and Sunspot. You guys probably also see that there are other, what look like other treasures sort of in this ossuary. That's that's back here. Looks like there's a pair of sapphire earrings, an armband of overlapping golden leaves, other things.
An elven craft bow that looks good has an oath carved. Hopefully not that.
You never know.
No,
Where
I
did-
have that.
Good arrows.
Wyllow, where did you acquire all your treasures from? They're very nice.
Oh, well, some of them were gifts from Yanark, and some of them were gifts from Krisan, and some of them I got from the adventurers and other bad people.
So anything you're willing to part with?
Oh no, no. They're very sentimental.
Just leave her go.
All right. Well, we're off to fight those werebats then. It was
Oh,
nice to meet you.
excellent.
It was nice to meet you, Willow. I do
Oh,
something that we can only do in fantasy right now, and I hand.
she's like, oh, I forgot people do this.
What is a
So
handshake?
strange. Oh my goodness. I haven't had a handshake in so many years, it feels like. Oh, and she like leans in and she like hugs you and she's like, oh my goodness. This is what people feel like. That's right.
Patience
like
summons
giving
a celestial longsword.
You see Patience like give you a look of the equivalent of this is not appropriate, like when someone hugs you and you don't really know them, kind of thing. No, it's like, what?
She's just like, oh, not as fluffy. Oh, not as fluffy as Croissant or any of them. A little too hard for me. But I suppose metal does that.
Well, I don't have metal.
All right, well, we're gonna go. Okay, later.
That's a good point. She sort of comes over and she hugs you, Sunspot. She's like, that's a little better. Huh. I like your hair. She kind of like through your hair.
I hug her back. And I
no.
whisper into her ear, I said I'd always protect you. And then I let go.
And she says, Eleanor?
Sunspot now, but yeah.
Huh. I never thought I'd see someone from.
What's happening?
They didn't send you to punish me, did they?
No, don't worry.
I didn't think anyone would ever come from the forest.
Well, I didn't really plan on running into you here. We were kind of looking for the fountain, and then here you are.
Yes, I've been here a long time, and the surface would never accept me back. So it's good that you came down here, or else we never would have met, I suppose. Again.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been.
You've grown so
home.
much. Goodness.
Yeah, I haven't really been home in a while.
Oh.
So I don't know if they'd accept you.
Oh. No.
Hey, I
they
made the
wouldn't.
guard.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. You're a protector just like me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Different kind, but yeah.
No, we're the same kind. We're the same. Of course. We both protect our friends and our woods, and we keep out evil. And anyone who hurts our friends, we kill. With extreme prejudice.
Technically, yes, but
we do what we have to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Standing staring.
Yeah, I'm awkwardly shuffling towards the stairs that go down.
I never thought I'd see you again after that night.
Oh, yes. Oh, you did meet. Yes, you met Yanark. Yes.
Briefly.
Oh, that was so long ago. My goodness. He gave me a rose on that night, didn't he? Oh, goodness.
He did, yeah.
That was before we came here and before the woods. And before
that was right as you were leaving.
Oh, yes, it was. Huh. Seems like a lifetime ago. Goodness. Oh, well. She sort of wipes away tears from her eyes.
Oh.
She says, well, it's good to know I have other friends who understand and are here for me. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here and I'll help you.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
And she looks around and she sort of waves her spear over the ground. And suddenly a flower sort of comes up and she'll hand it to you, Sunspot. She'll say, here, just for you.
What type of flower is it?
I'm gonna say,
A
gosh,
sunflower?
no, I was thinking that too. That might be a bit obvious. I'm gonna say like a lily type of dealio. You know?
Okay. I kind of like I kind of like tuck it a little bit, like with my circlet, just kind of somewhere.
Okay.
Patience is part of not Force Grey, but the Grey Hand. Called what's underneath Force Grey?
Yeah.
Grey Hands.
Yeah.
So I have a kiss from a rose with the Grey Hand.
Oh my god. That might be the episode title. That's awful.
The druid just has a seal. Art.
Oh yes, that's Jerry.
Oh,
I don't know how he got down here, but he did.
fantastic. So we'll go kill those, subdue those.
Excellent.
Whereabouts?
Remember, every last one. If even one of them survives, they might reproduce and just. Oh goodness, the little bloodthirsty cretins couldn't have it.
We'll take care of it.
And Byron is just kind of like, as he's like listening to this, very like, I don't feel comfortable about this.
You're not one of them anymore. We fixed you.
Wow. That's a
Wow.
tough.
And
A rescue dog that did not want to be rescued.
Wyllow will take you downstairs, and lead you back out, down through space, through the sky, past the Forest Kingdom, back to the underground where the drow and the dwarves are fighting. And as you're actually walking down, you notice that on the floor is what looks like a giant pit with Lulf, the Spider Queen, sort of sitting on a spider web on the ground, almost like it depicts her lair in the abyss.
Which kind of her is it? The Drider kind of version of her, or is it?
No,
the old
it's like
school
the
one?
big fat spider with just like the female elf head.
Okay, the old school version.
Yeah. With like the really like weird spider butt going on.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And like her face is like upward.
The spooty.
Yeah, she's got a.
She got the spooty.
She's got a arachno spooty.
Arachno spooty. My favorite superhero. And Wyllow will tell you. So to find the place, you just have to follow. And Byron says, you just follow the cliffs, and you'll reach the compound. That's right. Oh, he's smart. My goodness.
Uh-oh.
All right. Have fun.
Can I make an insight check and see if I get a read that these are Byron's peeps that we're like supposed to go kill?
About to go murder?
You can give me an insight roll.
Sure. Let me find my insight. Oh, there it is. Rolling. Ooh, I got a 25.
You don't feel like Byron thinks that these were-rats, or not the were-bats are directly his people, but you definitely feel like he's kind of like, if they're living there, what's going on? What happened to my group?
Oh, snap. Okay.
So he's not going to betray us, probably.
Maybe we have a real friend, unlike your friend that kills all her friends, Sunspot.
Hey, she hasn't killed her friends, like Krisan and Zorbo and Halistry.
I mean, just the original Krisan and her husband and
Hey, her husband was a dick.
Okay, they deserved it.
There are fates where.
That's true.
Her husband deserved it. I'm just saying.
Patience has like a tiny war flashback. You're like chains and screaming and stuff from hell. Yeah.
So you guys want to follow the cliffs, sort of skirt the edge of the wood away from this stone tree, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody give me a perception check as you head along.
I will humor you. 8.
18.
Rogue
18.
Hold up. 26.
Okay. So Sunspot and Solaris, you guys notice as you guys are sort of walking along the cavern wall that there are alcoves that sort of 4 of these alcoves that are 10 feet wide at their mouths and 15 feet tall. They kind of like go halfway up some of these smaller trees. And it looks like there are bones sort of laying in them, but not like scattered bones like you expect from like an animal tearing something apart. It looks like it's bones that have just sort of been laying out. And it looks like they are wearing rotting clothes and furs still.
Looks
I
like
don't
the
like
place.
that.
Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't.
Hey, Sunspot, what do
Yeah?
you think? What do you make of that?
Are they like in kind of from where we're standing, does it look like they're laying on their backs, or are they all in kind of like different poses?
It looks like they have all been laid down on their backs. Yeah.
Gravesite, maybe? Like they put them there so the birds can pluck and eat.
Do you think these are some of those adventurers that did something they weren't supposed to?
My money's on yes.
Should we investigate further or just leave it as it is and go kill werebats?
I mean, maybe we could look at one of them.
We should ask Patience.
Hey guys, 50 feet ahead.
Patience.
What's the hold up? Come on, let's go.
Patience, we need to make a decision.
Meanwhile, Renair, Byron, and Yami are just kind of standing back up there, and they're like, "What are they doing? All right."
What's the problem?
I turn Patience's head to look and see the bones. What do you make of that?
They look dead.
In 4 deep alcoves, you see 60 humanoid bodies.
60. Whew.
Oof. We were thinking about just poking around in the closest one and seeing if there's anything interesting. What do you think, Patience?
I think nothing. But I also feel like I should.
We know, Patience.
Head empty, no thoughts.
I like the idea of Patience looking from Sunspot to Solaris, Sunspot to Solaris, then looks at the bones and you see the bloop, 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 plot bubble. And it's just this like empty little bubble floating there for a second. And it's like,
I use my divine.
oh.
Are there any undead?
There's not. Actually, there is. Excuse me. None of them are in the alcoves, though. It seems like there is an undead in the forest, very near.
Where we came from?
Not quite. It seems to be sort of at the edge of the woods, like just where the trees are.
Okay, you see Patience's head go from where you pointed it to the skeletons to that direction. And pull it
I followed his line of vision. What are
As
you
do
looking
I.
at?
You guys see the light sort of bob between 2 of the trees. And
Oh,
it
hey,
disappeared
pretty.
from view.
That's the thing I saw before.
How far away is it? Oh, 60 feet if I'm sensing it.
I'd say like 10 feet.
As edge.
We're being
thrown
followed.
at it.
Cool. Okay. Make me an attack roll.
I do
Well,
not
that I
have
wasn't
disadvantage.
expecting.
Boy.
In fact, I have it. Yeah, okay, here we go.
Oh, boy.
This was unexpected.
Oh, no.
Was it, though?
12.
Oh.
I got a nat 2.
So you throw Azure Edge. It flies sort of where you think the thing is about to appear, but it doesn't. And Azure Edge keeps going. What'd you get on your roll? 12?
12 total.
Oh boy. Okay. So the axe keeps going, and as it's going,
I use the charge to make it come back.
oh Lord. Okay. Just as it's you see like a elk prance right into its path, and you pull it back right before it's about to hit the elk. And
Don't throw things.
The elk like goes, "How rude!" and cuts away.
Jesus. That would have been very bad.
He wasn't aiming for you. He's sorry. Patience.
I could have healed the elf.
What if you killed it in one shot?
I could have healed the elf.
What if you chopped its head off?
Put it back on and I healed the elf.
Okay, no more throwing weapons. How about that?
When you get the urge to throw your weapon at something, stop and say to us, do you all think this is a bad idea?
Fine. Some of the longbow and I shoot at the lighting.
No!
You actually don't see the light anymore.
Okay.
But you do still sense that there's an undead in the area around you.
Can we just focus on the alcoves? Should we go up there, Patience?
I don't trust it. It's undead.
Not there.
It should
I
not be
turn
part of
Patience
you.
around again.
No, the
There.
cave. The cave.
The bones.
Bone people.
Well, no, they're dead. They're not undead.
Oh, good.
I'm just gonna go. How about that?
Okay.
How high up is it?
They are about like 5 feet above
Oh,
the,
so like
the
I
ground
could
level.
just kind of like
Yeah, you just sort of.
I
Okay.
keep out the bow with
I hoist up.
a glowing packed arrow knocked on, and I keep looking the direction where as we leave.
So, Sunspot, you want to investigate these bones?
Not like an in-depth thing where I'm like looting them. Like I just kind of want to walk around and see if I could get a gist of what's going on.
Okay, yeah. So I'll let you make me a survival check, medicine check, or just a straight investigation check.
I'm gonna go with survival.
Okay.
Ooh, a 23.
Okay, so looking at these bones, it doesn't look like any of them died with like none of them have broken bones or
Like there's no like battle wounds.
yeah, there's not like battle wounds on their bones. So it actually looks like all of them sort of died in a way that wouldn't leave that sort of like scars, you know?
Okay.
And it looks like they died quite a long time ago based on the way their clothes and stuff have rotted.
Does it look like this is kind of like a burial site for them?
No, it looks like they were dumped here.
Oh.
It looks
How-
like they were laid out with like, you know, but it does look like the bodies were just left to rot here.
How big are they? Are they like elf size, dwarf size?
There's a mix. Most of them are human, but there's the occasional like, oh, this 4'8" person. Oh, it might be an elf, you know.
They said werebats suck blood.
Yes.
Does it have to be living?
Mm.
I just leave where this one is, and I kind of just relay to the group what I saw.
I'm still looking that direction.
Mm. You do not
So-
see the light materialize again.
I think we should just keep going, but we should keep an eye out for things.
I look at my divine sense.
Patience, just let it go.
Oh.
Now, it's literally just an action until the end of my next turn, so it was already off my divine sense.
Okay.
I dismiss my bow then, kind of scowling in that direction.
Should we just keep pushing forward, guys?
I think so.
All right. And then I'm going to try and keep an eye out for stuff.
I will
Anything
as well.
in particular?
Kind of like anything that looks like it could be danger of some sort.
Bats
Like, because
hanging
I'm
off
not
the
fully
ceiling.
sure what's going on here, so I'm just kind of keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Patience thinks all bats hang on the ceiling.
Fair. So, you guys continue to sort of follow the wall of this cavern around the rock face on one side and the trees on the other. And eventually, you see what looks like a stone building, sort of where the forest kind of like ends. And it looks like there's like a side cave again that's here, and it looks like it has several of these stone buildings inside of it. Let me see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And there's also another one of these marble walkways, like raised marble walkways that go off away from this compound, sort of disappearing into the woods. Can't really see where it goes.
How's everyone doing on spells stuff?
Good question.
I haven't
should
used
we-
any spells. I'm good on
See.
like everything.
I have no spell slots,
Oh.
so I just have my normal, abilities. I used my spell slots already today.
Oh, so then we don't want to take a break then. All right, let's go.
Come on, we as adventurers, we have a whole toolbox full of abilities and things. When you run out of one thing, you just utilize the other side of the toolbox.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I say. But I'm trying to work on this as I point at the word patience on my forehead.
Do you want to take maybe a tiny break, Patience? Like an hour or so?
Meta-wise, I've only used one warlock spell, and that's all out of the
Oh,
Oh.
fine. So the first building that you come across is a long windowless stone building that it doesn't have any windows, and it seems to have heaps piled sort of around it of broken swords, axes, spears, dented helms, and torn metal armor.
History check on those.
Mhm,
See
okay.
what they are. If they're from a specific kingdom in the long past. I don't know. Wow. 19.
Okay. So looking at them, it looks like they're pretty like shoddy make. Relatively old. They look like they might be like a century old. And sort of looking them over, it looks like they all have like a claw on them, a bloody claw.
Does that seem to? So I wouldn't know what that would be like if that
You
was
got a
a
19,
kingdom.
didn't you?
I got 19. 19 probably
would
won't,
say-
'cause this is something very not.
I would say that is the holy symbol of Malar the Beast Lord, the god of the hunt.
Is that a bad guy?
A bad guy? I don't know. He's
Isn't he Beastlands or something? No, he's Outlands. On roll.
he's a big old like cat dude with a red face. He's all about hunting, survival of the fittest,
Oh, no,
feeling the blood gush between your teeth when you bite into a meal.
Yeah, so he's neutral. He's playing a concordant opposition or something. Now they call it in fifth now. The
Outlands. Yeah. And Byron kind of like runs forward and he like looks at the stuff and he's like, "What's the meaning of this?" Ugh! He throws it to the ground. Who did this?
Byron, what's up?
Maybe the werebats. Huh?
Aaron, how long have you been in the? Oh wait, you want to know how long you've been in the mirror?
Been stuck because he's the man in the mirror. He doesn't change his ways.
Does this stuff look old? Like it's
yeah.
been here a while, so Byron's probably been gone quite some time.
I just realized Michael Jackson, man in the mirror, werewolf.
Red vest.
Does he seriously though?
He had a red vest when he came out.
Oh my god! Yeah, he did have a red vest.
We keep finding undead. I'm noticing a pattern.
The pronoun he goes by is he.
That sounds about right. So Byron.
So
like,
are we
takes
just
one of
gonna have
these
like an
helmets and
epic dance battle against the werebats?
Hey, maybe.
I was imagining this like rough, gruff Italian dude, and all of a sudden just nope, he's Michael Jackson.
Nope. He just starts moonwalking away. How's he doing that?
It's a lichen thing. It's a moonwalk.
Sunspot, why can I do it too all of a sudden? What?
Oh yeah.
Sunspot, that's pretty good.
You touch something hot, and you're like, whoa! Anytime you get to a door, you like flick kick the door closed.
Where did this one glove come from?
You have a fedora.
I do.
You do?
I just
my
need the one
God.
glove.
No, that's mine. Yours glove is mine.
Well, mine's gonna be in rhinestones.
Oh, that's true.
Renair has one hand.
Yeah, and Yami has no hands. What's your point?
Wow,
Okay.
Wow, that's a nice rail we were on. I can't believe I jumped off of it.
Anyway, Sunspot's gonna get like ready.
Yeah, I pull out the longbow.
Like I'm not like holding an
That's
attack,
fine.
but I'm in like an attacky pose, so that if something pops up, I could just.
I draw Piercer.
Renair will draw his rapier, and Byron will like, get ready.
Does he have a weapon, guys?
Doesn't.
I look around myself and I'm like, oh yeah.
He'll grab one of the broken blades off the ground. If they hurt my people, I'll drive this through their hearts.
I also draw Kindness, my other dagger, in my other hand. And I kill him with kindness.
Mm.
The dragon draws something nearby.
Ooh, actually.
The dragon pulls its sword
no.
out.
Oh no, I shouldn't have mentioned the dragon.
Thanks, Scott.
Everybody give me a perception check as you're grabbing your weapons.
4. Every time I roll, it's lower. Every time.
27.
Got a 20, not a nat 20.
Okay. So Sunspot and Solaris, it always seems like it's you two.
Why is it
wonder
always
why.
us?
You guys notice some of the clouds in the sky, like the shadows around you change. And you look up and the clouds are like changing into what look like letters. And they say,
Surrender,
Please.
Dorothy.
they say, please free me.
Alright, we have to be vigilant. Keep your eyes out for anything suspicious.
I
Luckily
just
for you
take
guys-
Patience's head and just tilt it up.
Aha!
Guys, I think we're supposed to free the dragon.
Oh, Solaris, I think you, are you sure you don't have a Book of Shadows?
Solaris goes invisible.
To go, not again.
Man, she's really good at stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that's a dragon? Bad.
Why would we free the bats? I mean, we are freeing them from this mortal realm.
What if it's the sword that wants out?
I think the sword and the dragon are kind of the same now.
I mean, maybe, but maybe not.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I pull out the crystal rose.
Oh my god. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So you go, oh yeah. You lean down, you plant it. Suddenly a giant flower appears and it opens up. And there's a man inside it who's going like, la 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 la. Looks like he was like washing himself in the shower. And he turns and you see like his naked old wrinkled butt. And as he turns, you see it is Hallister Blackcloak. And he says, what in the world? And I think that's where we'll end it for this week.
So you're the one we're supposed to free. Okay.
Sunspot is blinded for the next minute. Oh!
Patience has never seen Hallister. He just knows the name, so he doesn't know this is Hallister.
Meanwhile,
we just see Yami just. Oh, I'm about to end this man's career.
Is he like Life of Brian, where his like beard and hair is so? Oh God. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. by tears stub. Oh.
By tears stub.
May the light of Palor blind me, so I don't have to see this again.
Wow.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see what happens next time.
Oh no.
By Lathander's locks.
Oh.
By Lathander's luscious locks.
So, let's go around and do plugs then, I suppose. Jamey, how you doing? Doing all right?
I'm doing all right. Don't really got much to plug. Everyone stay safe and sane out there. Just
safe, insane. I tried.
Jeanette.
What, me? Plugs? Sure. I think I have a game later tonight, if I'm right, on Scotty's channel here.
Yep.
I think at 7 we're playing a little more Ghosts of Saltmarsh this
The
evening.
final enemy.
Oh my.
Ooh.
And tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time on my channel, Uncanny_Adventures, we're gonna be doing some more Skull and Shackles. Dylan should be there as Bart the Sohugan Bard. Has to make it difficult to say. No, it's fine. But and then on Tuesday night we'll be playing some Call of Cthulhu at 7 p.m. Eastern time on my channel. A little Shadows over Stillwater adventure going on over there. Should be fun.
How about you, Scott? What you got going on?
Well, since Ghost of Saltmarsh was already mentioned, I did open up a Fiverr account. For those of you that don't know what Fiverr is, it's a freelancing site. Freelancers and people who need freelancers. So I'm going to be trying to do art commission work there. Right now, the only thing I have is group character commission. But I will be doing it for individual characters. Posted the link, which for anyone that's interested, I'd be happy to work.
Excellent. So you can find all these lovely people on their Twitters, which are down below our names. And please do tune in next week. Maybe we'll learn what's up with Valdemar/Tyrli. Maybe we'll find out what happens to the werebats. Maybe Hallister will murder everyone. I don't know.
Maybe he'll turn.
I guess we'll see.
I'll take door
Tune in
number
next
3.
time.
Maybe he'll turn everyone into abyssal chickens. Put them on the new ranch he built.
There's many things that could happen. Maybe he'll send them to Animal Crossing Island. I don't know. You know?
Ooh, I take that one. I take that one.
Please, I need a break.
Maybe a creepy rabbit with a zipper on his back will show up and make you get eggs. I don't know.
Maybe he'll send us to a certain Demon Lord Wolf Spider to help out.
So we'll see you next time. Same bat channel, same bat time. We'll see you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
It's from
Thank
a
you for
rose on the
flying.
gray hand.